how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you again for taking the time to speak with me. I just have a few questions that I'm hoping to gain your perspective on this afternoon. Wondering if you could start by just telling us a little bit about who you are and what your connection to Excel is.
So I am Excel alumni. I graduated in 2013, so like a while ago. And after that, I got into college and tend to like all the teacher at Excel. I got a full scholarship, go to Suffolk University, and I decided to study accounting. And the reason I chose accounting because when I was in I still like studying high school. Because like my family were an immigrant and we didn't know how the tax system worked. So what happened to my family is my dad claimed the lottery ticket for like some people and they just like give him a little cash and he think that like a good deal. So that's why he didn't like report that income and the IRS found out because like he claimed with his social security and we have to pay the penalty for that. And so at that time, because so I thinking that I think I should like study accounting and like know how to do taxes, so I can like help like with my family and the people who didn't have much money and they didn't have the knowledge about like the U.S. tax law, and so I can help them with that. And during my university, I tried like to kind of like study how I tried to study her and I got into Deloitte. And Deloitte is one of like the big four accounting firm and with like about 100,000 people like in all over the world. And they do auditing, taxes, advisory, and consulting. And what I'm doing is I'm a tax consultant at Deloitte, and mostly I'm doing like taxes for mostly the company and high net worth individual. Yeah. And so what I'm kind of like my connection with like Excel, so I kind of like want to maybe give in a little bit back and maybe have some students there if they have like anything. Yeah.
Great, we'll definitely take you up on that. I think it would be of tremendous benefit to the students to hear from graduates around what they took from Excel into college and career, and also for you just to share your wisdom and your learning since graduation. Can you talk a little bit about your work at Deloitte? Is there any like problem or challenge that you've noticed or encountered in your time there?
So mostly at Deloitte because I'm doing like taxes and I work with like different team. So it's mostly we there don't have much issue because we have a trend and people they are they very smart and so like we don't have like much issue going on there. However, the thing because like, I'm doing taxes and the thing that I thinking is we have like some intern and when the intern come in like to the team and a lot of people like sharing with us that like doing high school like Amy they didn't know how to do taxes and that's why like it's so that's why they kind of like trying to like study and we kind of like try to help them like how to understand taxes, how to do like fill out their own taxes so they can like step in a little bit more money with them.
So you've noticed that the interns really need a little bit more technical understanding around doing taxes, both for themselves, but then so they can apply it to their clients.
Yes.
And you and your team are able to help interns kind of understand that while they're working?
Yes. But I think that if they know that when they were like a little bit younger, so it's kind of like easier for us like to train them.
Gotcha. So if they had more understanding coming in, you wouldn't need as much time wouldn't need to be spent on that so they could get to like the real work that the team is doing.
Yes.
Great. Thank you for sharing that challenge, and I'm hopeful that the Excel staff can come up with some potential solutions that we will certainly share with you for feedback in the next week or so. Could you maybe just share for a minute like who one of your clients is, whether it's an individual or a business, if you're allowed to?
One of my big client here is like Advent Corporation. It kind of the financial company that like we doing like taxes for them, and we also like doing like pass-through entity and the corporation. And one of like the other client is the Takeda. It's the one of the pharmaceutical company. It's like based in Japan, and they also have a couple of it in Cambridge.
Great. And what's your favorite part of the work that you do?
For taxes alone, it's not that much because it's really complicated and like a lot of hours. However, I really like the people there.
So it's the people that you work with that really make the job what you love now.
Yes.
Great. And my last question for you, do you have any message you want to share with any of the faculty or staff at Excel? Any wise words of wisdom or anything?
There are like kind of like two teachers that I really remember with, especially like Miss Case. So like she taught me like when I just like first came to US, I didn't know much English, and she tried like really hard like for me to like understand English like until now. And I really like appreciate the time that she tried to teach me. And also like Mr. Doe too. I think like he retired like already, I guess.
Yeah, he retired at the end of last year.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so like he helped me a lot like doing that like my time there too, so.
He's pretty amazing, for sure. We'll share this video with him certainly as well. Well, Mai, thank you again for your time, and we will certainly follow up with some ideas that we have in the next week or so, and look forward to hearing what you think about them.
Yeah, thank you though.
Thank you, take care.